In this video, we will review how to log in and utilize the Jonas Club Management mobile point-of-sale app. This video will focus on the tablet view of the app, which is a landscape orientation with a button menu. The tablet view will be viewable on a 7-inch or larger screen. In order to download the app, go to your App Store and search for and install the Jonas Club Management mobile app. Once you have downloaded the app, regardless if you are logging in for the first time or any time after that, this is the login screen you will see, and you can log in by selecting your company. Simply start typing the first few characters of your company's name, then select your company from the dropdown, and by entering your username and password, which is the same username and password used to log into Jonas on your workstation or from your point-of-sale terminal. If you are the first person logging into the app from this device, you will receive a message letting you know that the device you are using to log into is not a registered device, and therefore a request will be sent to your system administrator to allow this device to access mobile point of sale. If and once you have been notified that the device has been registered, you will be able to log into the app on this device. The first time you log into the app, you will be prompted to select a workstation. The workstation determines the sales area to which you'll be linked and the menus to which you'll have access, and will be saved as your workstation on this device. Next, tap Link to Device. The next time you launch the app on this device, the bottom of the login screen will note which workstation this device is connected to. To log out of the device, tap the person icon in the top right-hand corner and tap Log Out. It is highly recommended to log out of the app once you are no longer using the device to ensure no one else has access to your account. Note that if you are logged into the app and the app loses connection to the back office, the app will tell you that you are now offline and you will now be in offline mode. You can continue to enter orders, but orders will not be sent to prep printers until the connection is restored. Now when you log into the app, you will be taken to the My Chits screen. Here you will see any chits that you have initiated directly from mobile point of sale or even from the point of sale terminal at the club. Note that if you start a chit in the app, you can access it from a POS terminal after you have sent it to the printers. There is a search option if you need to quickly locate a chit. Note that depending on your device, your keyboard may not disappear automatically. Typically, you can minimize the keyboard by tapping the downward arrow key or a minimize keyboard button. You may need to hide the keyboard in order to access the buttons at the bottom of the app. If you need to change your workstation, tap Workstations. Then select the applicable workstation and tap Link to Device. To start a new chit, tap New Chit. The very first screen will ask you to enter a table number if tables have been made available for selection for the sales area. The next screen will ask you to assign the chit owner. You can scroll through the member list or utilize the search field to search by name or member number, then select the member. You also have the option to assign this chit to a cash guest. The third screen will ask you for the number of covers, i.e. seats, associated with this chit, if tables have been made available for selection for the sales area. If seats are not available for this chit, you may still need to assign at least one cover for the chit owner. From here, you will be taken to the menu screen with the name of the menu listed above the menu items. If there are any additional menus available, those will be accessible by way of a sliding bar above the menu items. You can locate a menu item by scrolling down the screen or by utilizing the search function. Typically, 5 columns of menu items will display based on your tablet size. The chit entry screen is dynamic, meaning the number of menu items you see will vary depending on your screen size, as well as how many items are on the actual menu. Once you locate the item you want to add, simply tap the item. If the item has prep options, also known as modifiers, once you tap the item, an options screen will appear, where you can tap on the prep options you like to add for this item. The prep options screen is broken down into sections, just like the menu screen. There is also a notes section at the top of this screen where you can add any additional notes. Once you have added all the required prep options, tap Finish Selection. Use the plus and minus signs to adjust the quantity of an item as needed. If you utilize the search bar, items will be available for selection in a drop-down list. Simply tap the item you would like to add to the chit. After you've added items for that seat, You can tap any additional seats at the bottom of the screen where you can assign the seat by tapping the current seat owner and selecting the new owner, then tapping the items to add to their order. You can tap the All Seats button to view all chits at the table. If needed, tap the Edit button to change the table number, where you can also adjust the number of covers and assign and/or change seats as needed. Once you're done making your adjustments, tap the back arrow to return to the menu screen. Selecting the Seat button option at the top of the screen will sort the chits by seat. Selecting the Time option will sort the items on the chit by the time they were entered. To adjust an item, tap the three dots next to the item. This will allow you to add a note, modify the quantity, move the item to another seat, or void the item. If there are multiple items on the chit that the client no longer wants, tap Void Unsent Items. You will receive a prompt asking if you are sure you want to void all unsent items on the chit. Tap Yes or No accordingly. Once the order is ready, you can optionally tap Review. There are color indicators used to indicate if an item has been sent, unsent, or partially sent. Red indicates the order has not been sent to the printer. Green indicates the order has been sent to the printer, and gold indicates some of the items on the order have been sent to the printer. You will also be able to see the item quantity, any prep options that were added, and individual item prices. Tap the back arrow to close the review window. You have the option to print the client's receipt directly from the POS screen if needed. If you want to send the order to the printers, tap Send Order. Doing so will take you back to the My Chit screen. If you want to take the next order without sending this current order to the printers, tap Next Order. Doing so will provide a prompt asking if you'd like to send these current items to the printer or not before continuing to your next order. Both options will take you back to your My Chit screen. You can change the view of your chits on the My Chit screen by tapping the View button. You can switch between Grid View and List View, depending on your preference. From the My Chit screen, you can start a new chit by tapping the New Chit button, or by tapping an empty square with a plus sign if you are in Grid View. Or you can select any open chit and continue to add items to that order until the chit is settled. The same color indicators seen for the chit items are also used to identify the status of a chit. Once you are ready to settle the chit, tap Settle Chit to be taken to the Settle Chit screen. If you tap Settle Chit before sending all items to the printers, you will receive a prompt informing you that not all items have been sent, but items will be sent upon settling this order. Go ahead and tap Yes, and you will receive a notification that the order was sent, and you'll be taken over to the Settle Chit screen. In the Settle Chit screen, you can see the subtotal, surcharges, gratuity, and balance for the order. You can also change the chit owner or add gratuity if this option has been made available for this workstation. Then you can go ahead and use one of the settlement options that have been made available for this workstation to either settle the order using member charge or cash. Note that if you are in offline mode, settlement will be restricted to member charge. You can settle the cash chit when you are reconnected to the back office. You cannot settle cash chits in offline mode as the system needs to check to see if taxes or other surcharges need to be recalculated before providing the final total. If you tap Cash, enter the amount being paid with, then tap Submit. You will receive a Payment Successful pop-up that indicates the chit balance, amount received, and the change due. From here, optionally print the chit. When you print a receipt from the app, you will be presented with your device's Select a Printer settings, which is not part of the Mobile POS app itself. Here you can select the applicable printer that has been connected to this device, adjust the printer settings as required, then print the receipt. Select Done to return to your My Chit screen. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more how-to videos, and don't forget to subscribe.